Hey everybody, welcome back Lelanders to a new episode of Clone Evolution. Keep getting the intro wrong, but I'm working on it. How's everyone doing today? Hey, we got Kaminsky joined the chat already. Welcome back, Kaminsky. Alright, yes, today let's see who we're gonna make. I think, what was the plan? Oh yeah, what we're supposed to do is buy 2 fragments of Cleopatra. And with the 2 Cleopatras, we can clone her up. And then we'll have enough heroes to make a new one, a new red. Obviously new to my team, not new to the game, but still new red nonetheless. But before we do that, let's get a bunch of the activities for the day done. No, my day wasn't as productive as yesterday. Didn't get as much done. Oh yeah, actually I did. I cleaned a whole bunch in my room. I forgot. And I made it out to the lake, played around at disc golf. Got some update from Clone Evolution, and they wanted me to update the game from the Play Store. So I had to do that today. I don't know if anyone else had to do that as well. I was happy because sometimes when they ask us to do those updates, it doesn't work very well for me. So I have to like not side load it in, but like manually do it. But no, this time everything linked properly and it was easy to update it. Alright, let's give everyone some regular flowers except for the top lady in the group. Because we're extremely broke on purple jewels. Sorry, I just blew smoke in everyone's face. And technically it's not smoke, it's vapor. And vapor is non-existent. Vaporware, right? Now one day I want to make the best vaporware ever invented. Oh shit, yes. Miss Lego was asking if we made it to 2K. Yes, we did. Which reminds me, if anyone else didn't make it to 2K, let us know, because we can help. Miss Lego might be playing as well. I do not know. Alright, I changed the fragments to Elizabeth because we need some of her fragments next. So that's who we're going for. If anyone else can think of someone we should change it to, let me know. Oh yeah, let's give a shout out to the Hunger Games. The Hunger Games tournament was going and everyone's been telling me to bet on Collator, so I went with Collator. And he was a very big favorite. It seemed like everyone bet on him. So that's why I'm a little bit worried. Kek is playing against Subaru. Am So Wet now is playing against Takachan. And Kirakoma is versus user 420240. So good luck to all the competitors. I'm not sure what all the standings were. You know what I was thinking? If Clone Evolution really wanted to spice this up a bit, you know how it's like the level changed when everyone beats it and we keep going in this tournament form and it shows it on the screen like all these brackets there? Instead of when it gets to the finals or like the semifinals and the brackets, change it. So it's not like this same animation here, but it'd be one that would have like Kirakoma versus user 420 and like big, and then underneath it would say how many people bet. So you can see the betting results. I don't know if anyone heard the news, but Canada changed all of our laws to make all of our sports on TV have betting. So like TSN, all the public broadcasters, they'll be talking about betting nonstop, which I'm not sure is such a great idea, but apparently that's one of the new things for the Great Global Reset, is they're trying to usher in the economy of everyone being groomed to be gambling addicts from a very young age. So I'm not surprised that Clone Evolution is sort of grooming everyone to be gambling addicts as well, but I'm surely it's just unrelated. Coincidence. No, my shoulder was feeling really blown out on the disc golf course today, so I only played 9 holes. I didn't even go for a full 18. And it's weird because I took a day off in between games, and usually that's enough to recover. So I think my stomach has been acting up a bit lately again. Whenever the line for medical care in Canada eases up, then I'll be going to get some tests. Stomach is definitely fucked. Or something with my digestive tract. I don't know if it's specifically my stomach. Could be something else. But either way, let's try to enjoy Clone Evolution. That's a nice break. Oh yeah, and I got some good drinks for tonight's show. My roommate picked up the booze for me at the LCBO, which is our liquor store controlled by the government. It's the only place you're allowed to buy hard liquor. And they control how much everyone's allowed to buy and sell it for. It's like the most anti-monopoly system you can imagine. Or no, it's total monopoly, I mean. Total anti-capitalist. Alright, let's do a few of these battles. We'll let them play out. Holy fuck, 12 million, 15 million. What the fuck's this shit? Alright, that's a little bit more reasonable, but it's still 10 million. Dear God. Dear God. There we go. There's the team we can beat. It says we can beat that team, but I doubt it. Those two, oh, those 3 there. Oh, fuck, those 4 there. That's like hell. These 2 suck, but... Alright, let's try to get our team some points so we don't completely suck. And let's get this drink poured. If anyone's from Poland, they may have heard of this drink before. I'll show you the back. Woo, a nice bear. Nice logo. Nice tree. It says original Krupnik, product of Poland. Krupnik is a Polish honey liqueur, product and bottled in Poland. So wow, this water is actually from Poland. That's pretty wild. Or liquids, I shouldn't say water. Holy shit, it's 38% alcohol. Here I brought a regular glass. I thought I was going to be drinking it like a drink. So I don't know if it's hard liquor. I probably shouldn't be drinking it like that, right? Fuck, I just washed this glass and it's already not clean. Fuck. Alright, so I guess I'll have to pour a shot first. I didn't even notice that we're drinking hard liquor here. Can't use this shot glass, it's dirty. We'll just pour it in a big glass. We can handle a big glass. Oh, I can smell the... It's like vodka. Yeah, it's vodka mixed with honey. Someone was saying this was mead, but I'm like, no. It's definitely just mixed with honey. It's not actually mead. Alright, we got the victory, but damn, that was a close battle. I don't know, do I try changing anything? We actually won, so should I really change anything? I guess if we won, don't change it. Holy shit, 3 viewers and 1 like, thanks. Ah, it's too bad I got a little bit of the drink in my hand. I hate it because then it makes it all sticky. That's what she said. Yeah, so that's not bad. It's basically drinking honey mixed with vodka. And it makes it 38%. I always wondered that, eh? Like, how much honey would you have to mix with something like vodka before you could actually taste the honey? Apparently it's 2%. Yeah, it's a nice sweet taste. That's a weird thing about vodka, right? Doesn't really take much sugars to sweeten it up. Yeah, if anyone's wondering what it looks like in the glass, there it is. It's basically like a glass of vodka, so I really shouldn't chug it like water, but it tastes so much like honey, it's very tempting. Alright, we won again. And I don't know, I'm trying different things to see if anything will help my stomach. I was asking Google, and they recommended foods high in fiber. So I don't know if vodka is high in fiber, but it is made from grains, right? Nah, I shouldn't kid around. You definitely gotta get some tests. Alright. Oh no. Oh, we're at round 2, so if anyone dies, they'll just be tombstoned. Yeah, if anyone's wondering how the bike ride went today, it was wild. It's like, there's a whole bunch of, well, guys' sports teams that have been meeting up and playing football. Football seems very popular these days, like soccer. It's either soccer or cricket. It almost feels like I live in Europe now. Because when I was like a kid growing up, those were the most 2 unpopular sports in where I live. Was soccer and cricket. Like cricket, I'd never even heard of until I was like in high school at least. I was like, what? A sport called cricket? I was like, it looks like baseball. Now, but I shouldn't say, like, what were we playing back? I guess everyone would have been playing baseball. That's the only thing I could think of. Or road hockey. Road hockey would have been big. But it's not the end of the world. Did we lose that one? I think we did. Son of a whore. Yeah, that's what I get. Fucking piece of shit, man. Yeah, we did. We lost that last battle. Son of a bitch. Man, that really pisses me off. Oh well. Win some, lose one. Don't want to freak out at the slightest thing. Every time. Now, I have to say, like, watching cricket and comparing it to baseball, I could see the appeal. I was like, yeah, baseball does look shitty in comparison. I think cricket on TV looks shitty, but so does baseball. But when you watch baseball live and compare it to cricket live, I think cricket live was much better. Probably a lot of people in the US have never even seen cricket, or I don't know. I shouldn't say because I don't go to the US very often, but I've never seen anyone playing cricket there. The only thing I can explain it is maybe our university did start taking more students from India rather than only from China. Because, yeah, it was pretty much China, maybe Japan, I don't know. It's hard for me to tell. I don't have any of the classes. Oh yeah, that reminds me. It probably shouldn't be all China because Japan was big in some of the lecture halls that I went to. Because I used to always watch anime and everyone there wanted to watch the movies without subtitles. Or with subtitles because they all knew Japanese. So unless a whole bunch of Chinese people knew Japanese, I don't know. No, I think Korean's probably pretty big in this city too. We have lots of Korean churches. I think a lot of Korean people actually took over our church. Or one of my old grandparents' churches once the membership got so low. It was the Korean people that saved it. That's always kind of laugh when people say Christianity is a European religion when they say actually there's more people in China that are Christian than anywhere else in the world combined. Or is it China or somewhere else? Can't even remember. Well, it's some other country. Oh man, this vodka mixed with honey. I gotta stop chugging it. I still gotta carry my uncle later. Shouldn't have poured such a big glass. Yeah, I don't know. Did anyone notice any changes in the game since that big update on Google Play Store? Now, I think it's a pretty sly tactic, but it might actually work. some people I know, they've been trying to get like clickbaity titles to work on YouTube to get their channel improved. They'd be like, oh, what kind of titles can I make? What kind of titles? I was thinking the same thing too. Like, man, if I want to get a whole bunch of hot chicks to watch my channel instead of always just guys, I should gotta come up with some clickbait titles that maybe women would actually want to click on. So that's what I was thinking when I was out biking today. When I seen all the guys playing soccer and all the guys playing cricket and all the other guys, like, our city has all these regions where probably hot babes are all wondering where they can go to find all the guys. So it's like, maybe that's what I gotta do. It's gonna be a weird video, a guy going around showing where all the other guys are. But hey, if it works, it works. I know it's probably the worst clickbaity thing you could do. I'd be like, where to find all the hot guys in my city? People will be like, why do you know where hot guys are? No reason. No, and hopefully some of the hot babes that watch the channel and will subscribe. They'll be like, all right, this guy's got all the greatest leads, where to find the guys. That's what I figured too. If you ask a hot babe, she probably knows where all the other hot babes are hanging out, right? Ask a guy, probably won't know. It's like there's a hot babe club, and they're all part of it, and they all hang out together. They all know where each other are. So I managed to sneak into the hot guys club. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, but who knows? Maybe that'll work, get my channel up to a viral amount, and we can add a whole bunch of hot chicks to the viewers. Not that I don't appreciate all the women watching the channel already, but especially more my age would be better. Now, that's what I was thinking. I'm not sure if school activity is even back. So a lot of these guys that are all playing soccer and cricket and stuff, I don't think they're actually doing it for any school activities or official leagues. Maybe. It's probably just practices for official leagues. That must be what it is. Oh, dear God, man. I seen this one hot babe that was doing some rollerblading today. You ever notice that every once in a while you see a girl that's like, well, I guess it's probably the figure skating thing, right? Like, dear God, if they're like super good at figure skating and then they try rollerblading, it's like they can do tricks like you wouldn't imagine. I was like, holy shit. There was this one hot babe near the park, and she was just flying and going backwards and like switching back and forth from backwards like it was nothing. I was like, holy shit. Wish I could rollerblade like that. I can barely even go forwards. I kind of wish I brought the camera, but she didn't do too many tricks that it was close to me. She stopped doing tricks right when I got close. So I was like, oh, fuck. Right when I wanted to see what she could do. Now, that's what I'm hoping. If I keep making videos and sharing on YouTube, maybe people will see themselves in videos and then ask if I can make more videos for them on purpose. That'd be cool. I know there is one girl that likes to do like really cool not mountain bike. Well, I guess it's like street bike tricks. So it's sort of like a mountain bike slash, yeah, I guess it's a mountain bike frame, but the old style ones with no shocks. And she does like a million tricks on it. I wish I could remember the name of her channel. I'd recommend it. I know sometimes she goes a little clickbaity too, where she like will wear like, I don't know, like really tight spandex. Or she'll even do swimsuit edition shoots under the water. That was pretty hot. But most of it is just really bike tricks. Alright, these guys are boring as hell. Well, at least they gave me a chance to chug back some of that Krupnik. Yeah, I can see why my buddy likes this drink. It's good. Now, if I had to chug back a 2-ounce shot of Krupnik, I'm pretty sure I could do it. Yeah, because even sipping it tastes delicious. So it's like, dear God. I don't know, whatever, I don't know, maybe it's the water in Poland or the honey in Poland, but whatever it is, maybe the vodka in Poland. But something in Poland, when they mix this together, whew, definitely. I'm glad I bought 2 bottles. I should have bought 3. I don't know, for some reason I bought a bottle of Kahlua, so maybe I'll do a shot of Kahlua tomorrow, celebrate. Alright, so let's move on. We'll beat these guys with the beard. Oh, this is me. You know, I went online and I tried to order a monocle, like one of those eyepieces where the beard guy that I'm fighting. And guess how much it was? It was like almost $100. I was like, oh dear God. But really cool, what is it, a steampunk one? So I was like, man, maybe I will get it one day when I'm not so pov. Get a monocle, look just like the beard guy. If anyone's wondering what a monocle is, it's like one of those eyeglasses, but just one side. I didn't know either. I had to look it up. I was like, monocle? What the fuck is that? Oh yeah, I got some good news. We got some work done arranging a guest for the show. And we've had a few episodes now where our internet hasn't gone to shit. So we've managed to maintain a green connection for at least a week's worth of shows. So that's what I was kind of thinking, man. If I want to get a guest on the show, I want to put together at least like a week's worth of actual episodes where it works. Holy shit, man. I got like an afterbite from hell from that last chug of Krupnik. Better lay back on that for a while. It's like I was fine. I was like, oh shit. It's like something's coming up. Yeah, I don't want to hurl on a live stream. That'd probably be the worst ever. I'll have to keep a bucket here every show after, just in case. Can I keep it together? I don't know what people are watching for. The episodes of the video games or to see if I'll hurl or not. Okay, I put the bottle down. Or glass. Speaking of, I'm going to take a little chug of juice just to mix this out. Really have been chugging hard liquor for a while. Oh yeah, feels good to get some actual water. Yeah, safe on first. No, I'm watching the Blue Jays game. I'm still watching the team even though they're in the US. I hope they come back to Canada. Fucking pisses me off that they're in the US, but I'll still watch them for now. If anyone's wondering vaping, first bowl is just some of the vape. What is it? The vapor oil that my vape collector makes. It's this here. You can see the tank is deep enough that it actually connects to a glass tube. And if I turn a fan on, this liquid at the bottom will start liquefying, and it'll be liquid enough to pass air bubbles through. So it'll act just like a bong. So it's weird, eh? It's like one of my bongs is actually using vapor oil as the liquid in the chamber. Some people like to debate what's the ultimate liquid that you could use as bong water, because like most people would be like, oh, water, of course you use that. But some people switch and they'll use like juice. Some people use milk. Other people have tried using alcohol. But most people just go back to water, because water is like the ultimate. Because the main thing that the problem with the reason why I use water with bong water, I don't know if anyone knows, but the reason is when you burn weed through a bong, it's filled with ammonia. So you're trying to get the ammonia out to try to make it less harsh. It's not just the temperature, you're actually removing a chemical. So what you do is when you add water, guess what water bonds with more than anything? Ammonia. So when ammonia touches water, it bonds to it. So that's why bong water starts to fill up with ammonia and smell like piss, because it's literally taking the ammonia right out of the bong smoke. Yeah, so that's what's happening. Oh yeah, so that's what I was thinking. If you use vapor oil, it's technically not working as good as water because water is not in the vapor oil. The only thing that sticks to the vapor oil while it's passing through the liquid is other THC. And it sticks to the other THC because it's very sticky. I'm not sure if it's THC, but some sort of chemical. I would assume THC. It'd be weird if it was another chemical. So if anyone's also wondering why bong water takes a really long time before it goes moldy, it's because it's filled with ammonia, and ammonia is an antiseptic that's used to destroy bacteria and mold. So if you spill your bong on some mold, it'll probably clean it up. Excuse me. Oh, that's good. Yeah, I think that's why the hard liquor was not sitting so good. Some of my lasagna was still there. Arrivederci. I have no idea what I just said. Hopefully it wasn't something horrible. I doubt it was a real word. Oh yeah, did anyone hear the news that fucking John McAfee is dead? And doing the Klingon death chant. Now people might be wondering why I speak so highly of John McAfee. And to be fair, I actually speak badly and highly of him both a lot. I'm one of those people that sees both sides to John McAfee. And as much as he was like a party animal, he did a lot for the early days of computers, working with Bill Gates and antivirus stuff. And when it comes to like success, like with Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, he was like one of the leaders. So it's really sad to see him go. I know he had a lot of like people that disliked him. There was parts of him that I was negative about as well. He did get put up on charges for murder in an investigation involving his neighbor in Belize. And we never will know for sure what happened in that situation, I guess now, because he's dead. But he never did go to trial for that. He escaped the country by faking his death. So apparently he's died in a prison in Spain. But if I had to guess, there would be at least a small chance that he paid to get his way out of a prison by faking his death again. But I doubt it. There's probably only like a 1% chance of that. Maybe 2. No, rest in peace, John, if he actually is dead. But if there was like a case that came up like a few years later that somehow he survived and it was a stunt that got him out of the prison, I would not be surprised. He is like the evil genius, millionaire bad guy from movies. And he can party like a maniac. Some of his ex-sex workers apparently said that he developed a drug that allowed him to have sex non-stop for days. But it eventually led him to have heart attacks. So he had a heart attack and had to stop doing that. But what a maniac, right? Hey, Tony joined the chat. Oh, Kaminsky's back. No, I've just been chatting about John McAfee. I don't know if anyone heard the news, but John McAfee has died. Well, the news broke that he died in a prison in Spain. But we've heard about like millionaire bad guys dying in prisons and then vanishing. So I don't know if that's another case of this happening, but So that's weird, right? Like, I almost hope that John really did survive and he faked his death, but I'm pretty sure they have his body, so he must actually have died. No, John McAfee, he's been on different paranormal TV shows. That's how I actually heard a whole interview with him. So if anyone's saying I've never heard John's side of the story, I actually did listen to him talk for hours on end. And he seemed like a really reasonable guy. Like, I can see why he'd get along with a lot of people. He was one of those charismatic figures that normally when he talked, he had such exciting stories about what he had did in his life that he had people hanging on the edge of their seat the whole time. So the world will definitely not be a better place without John. So it'll be sad to see him go. But there is a lot of scandals that he was involved in, even outside the sex stuff. Now, apparently he was the first person to ever create a computer virus, and he made the antivirus software to defeat it. So that's why he was able to program the antivirus so effectively. But that's only rumors. We'll never know for sure who really made the first computer viruses. But it just makes you wonder too, right? He was one of Bill Gates' best friends. He made a business model of creating viruses for computers and then selling antivirus software as like yearly updates where you always had to pay to get new updates. Make sure that you're keeping those viruses he created at bay. It's an interesting business model. And to think that he teamed up with Bill Gates and then Bill Gates and him were best friends for many years. Involved in wild sex scandals. No, I'm just kidding. Allegedly. Hey, good for them. You only live once, right? Who knows? Maybe I'll be lucky enough for that one day. People are like, man, those wild sex scandals he was in. Now, hopefully I'll get involved with having like 10 wives. No, I'm just kidding. No, John McAfee's sex scandal was pretty brutal. I don't know if anyone heard about it. But apparently he took the gross stuff a little bit too far. Made 2 girls, 1 cup look mild. No, so if that's what it takes, I don't want to be involved. That's for sure. I think I need to put the vodka down for today. No, I think the only time that we really know for sure what happened with John McAfee and those scandals was taking the word of the sex workers. And who knows, maybe the girls that were pretending, or maybe they were actual sex workers. You really never know. We never got John's whole side of the story. And yeah, I guess we never will now. Poor guy. It's like, man, I would have liked to hear how those court dates would have really turned out with him in court, trying to pay back all of his back taxes. I think what it comes down to is a lot of people make money off bitcoins and different cryptocurrencies, and then they don't pay any taxes on it. And if the government ever finds out how much money they made off crypto, then they owe shitloads of money. In a lot of cases, they've already spent the profits and then they can't pay it back. So that's what I was thinking. Maybe in the future, we really do need new forms of government that can manage some way of not having tax. Like really, if there was some party that managed to run for an election and said, hey, we'll eliminate all tax, imagine how many votes they could get. I don't think it's impossible either. There's got to be a way that the government could actually profit without having to charge tax. I think what it would be was just cut out a lot of the waste. If they cut out even half the waste, they wouldn't even need to charge tax anymore. Yeah, that's how I figure. If I ever live to be an old person, like in 60s or maybe even late 50s, maybe I will try a run at politics. Because that is the best time to do it, when you have nothing else to lose. When you're in your 40s and 30s, you're like, oh, I can still relax and party. And once you reach 50s and 60s, you're like, ah, leaving a legacy is going to get difficult at that point. Yeah, I can't really watch this battle anymore. As much as I want to keep drinking and partying. It takes forever. There's no action. We got one battle left, but I think we can come back to it later. We did enough to actually beat it. There we go. Let's do some casino spins. See if we have any luck at the casino. I seen one of my friends. She managed to go to the casino. Hopefully she has some good luck too. It is possible to land on the Catholic hero. I know it now because we managed to get the hero with just one. And it landed right on the hero. Fucking ore. Ore. I don't know what you were hearing. Excuse me. Alright, so we still have to do the red hero. Sorry, I'll try not to get on too many drunken rants. This vodka is hitting me a little bit harder than I expected. Really, what should have I expected? I was pouring full glasses of vodka and chugging it back. I'm like, oh, it's only 38%. It's not as bad as 40. Not a maniac or something. I'm not drinking 40%. Just 38. Yeah, it looks like my team is going to change the pitchers. They're getting their asses whooped. Ooh, the other team scored a run. Fuckers. Alright, let's do some leveling up. No, I'm so glad my foot's feeling a little bit better. That was one of the other things that I accomplished in yesterday's big day of accomplishments. Is we managed to fix my toenail, or ingrown toenail. So it was nice. I've had it a few times happen now, so I've got an idea of how to fix it. Went smoothly this time without any blood. So I was like, alright, once you can fix it without any blood, that's always nice. And now my foot feels so much better because it's not digging in. Alright, let's give a level up to... Oh shit, we've got them linked. Alright, should we do the new hero? How many viewers we got? We got 2 heroes. Or viewers. If we want, we can do it. Sorry, I really got to slow down on the vodka. I'm getting to the point where I can't even speak. You know you've drank too much vodka for a show when? You're like, oh fuck, can't speak anymore. Alright, I think I delinked him, so let's try leveling him up. Fuck, man. Is it just me, or is he not in this list? Oh, there he is. Dum dum dum. There we go. 2 extra levels up. Nah, I shouldn't joke around. Hopefully John McAfee really wasn't that badly involved in sex scandals. Now that he's dead, we should speak highly of him. At least for the day he died. You gotta give him that. Even our enemies, you gotta give them some respect when they die. That's always what separates the good guys from the bad guys, right? The ones that are able to forgive and show some sign of forgiveness and remorse. Alright, I think we're good to go with heroes there. What should we try for a battle next? We got all these extra shirts that we won in the last episode, so let's use some of the shirts. Why not, right? No, some of the viewers were asking if we managed to get the 2,000 points, and let's check to make sure. I believe we did. Yes, we did. That's how we have the extra shirts for today, so let's go do it. We're supposed to try to get up to killing 200 bosses, but I really doubt we're going to kill 90 bosses. And we're supposed to kill, what is it, 12 ones that are A class, but I don't see that happening. We'd be lucky if we killed 5. So because this is coming to an end, we might actually boost it up 1 extra level, just because we're going to be crazy like that. Oh wait, we already did lose, so we shouldn't boost it up. Now I was just thinking back to that last episode, we did lose one, so if we're already losing, we shouldn't raise it any higher. Yep, so today's new red hero, it's going to be that Miss Piggy chick, if anyone's ever seen her before. I always forget the name. She's got that really nice big red heart on her chest. Nothing else there, did I notice? Man, my workout routine has been going funny. I'm getting better at doing chin-ups, and I keep thinking that I'm losing weight. And I'm starting to realize that I'm just getting better at doing chin-ups. I'm not actually losing weight. Gotta actually use the scale. It's nice to get better at chin-ups again, though, because I remember that that does make your body feel substantially better. If you're having posture issues and stuff from sitting and playing computer games too much, if you get a decent chin-up routine going, you'll be like, oh, I don't have to worry about any posture issues again. All of a sudden your body will just get readjusted from hanging and building up muscle. Not to offer medical advice, but that's what's working for me. Shouldn't say working, I could barely move. Now, I was reading this Bruce Lee quote the other day, and he was saying that you should never make fun of yourself because yourself doesn't know that you're joking. But then again, I was thinking, I'm not really joking, I'm serious. So we're okay there. Stay at current level. Yeah, let's do it. No, it's a shame, because usually I like Bruce Lee's advice. I want to try taking it. Other than hooking yourself up to wires. Tried that. It was pretty fucked up. I don't know if anyone's ever tried it, but you can get that workout machine, just like the ones Bruce Lee used, where it's like a machine that hooks up to you and flexes your muscles for you, even while you're sleeping. So it's like you can literally just go to sleep, wake up, and you've done like hundreds of sit-ups. It's kind of a weird sensation. And people are like wondering, like, what do you mean that you do hundreds of sit-ups? It's fucked up. Like, you hook up this belt and it has all this electricity from it because you put batteries in it. Lots of batteries. And then the electricity, or the belt, has like these conductors that you actually have to hook up with like a sticky, liquidy substance. So it actually makes contacts with your nerves, like through the skin, with a liquid contacts, like for good conduction. So once it has good conduction, it flexes your muscles for you. Like, it's almost like the same thing. You know, you flex your muscles because your brain sends electricity down through the wires, and then it flexes the muscle. Well, even that's not true. Science figured out that what happens is there's actually some sort of signal that the body gets telling it about that occurring, like your muscle flexing, and then afterwards they can trace the signal. They always thought it went from like your brain telling your body to flex, but there's some sort of signal that tells your brain that it's going to flex. It's a weird situation. I watched a documentary about it on TVO, and I wish I still had it. Damn, it was a good one. But anyways, yeah, you hook up that belt, and it starts making your body actually sit up. So usually what I would do is put on the belt, hook it up, and lay in bed. So that when I'm laying in bed, normally I'd just be laying flat on my back, but the belt would all of a sudden engage, and my stomach would have me sit up. And then when the belt disengage, you fall back down into the bed. So it's like, wow, that's a really weird sensation, right? Like normally you have to actually make yourself sit up. When have you ever hooked yourself up to wires and had electricity sit up for you, right? It's fucked up. Normally there's like a seat that would push you up. No, this just flexes your muscles, causing you to sit up. Yeah, so I tried it for a while, but I was like, it was so weird because your body gets used to the signal because it happens at the same time, like intervals, like every 20 seconds. So it lets you rest for a while, then I'll make you sit up again. And then it lets you rest for a while, and then it'll make you sit up again. So after these intervals have gone on for like, say, 20 minutes, half an hour, or an hour, your body starts to adapt to it and anticipate when it's going to engage, and it just gets used to it. Hey, Pasco, welcome to the chat. So what happened was I could wear the weight belt. It's like, isn't that weird? Yeah, and apparently Bruce Lee, he was a really big guy into that technology. He thought it was really cool that he could work out non-stop even while he was sleeping. But then I started to realize that it probably isn't the best for you, because you really should just let your body rest when you're sleeping, right? It seems weird to have your body exercising while you're asleep. And it's not like Bruce Lee lived for very long either. Sadly, he died very young. I think he died the year before I was born. Yeah, so John McAfee, Bruce Lee, all these people died too young. Staying current level. Yeah, cheers to John McAfee. Let him rest in peace. Now, it's kind of really sad too, is one day I was thinking if my podcast ever got really big, the ultimate would be to get John McAfee on as a guest, because he actually does do podcasts, or he did. But now that can never happen. That's one thing in life you got to remember, right? You got to live for the moment, because you never know when it could be your last. Not that you should spend all your money and just blow it, but really can't save for the future, because the future is not always indefinite. It's not a guarantee. Alright, so we're building up some good cash here. I'm hoping that we can get over 1,500 cash. We'll see what we can do. Hey, Noah Gaming Clan, welcome to the chat. Sorry everyone if I'm a little bit hammered. I'll try to stop pouring more vodka into this glass. I basically like filled the glass with vodka and just started chugging it. Terrible. Stay in current level. Now I've been dying to try some honey liqueur and I haven't had any for a while. Now that I got 2 fresh bottles, I was like, boy, I'm pouring a nice big glass. Did I ever? Ah, fuck. A, B, C, D. We got every fucking letter. Oh, of course. D. No. Piece of shit. It was the ultimate worst roll. There's nothing you could do worse. I burned so many fucking shirts there and got 3 Ds. Fuck. Oh well, can't win them all. Yeah, so I wonder what the future of computer viruses will be like now that the mastermind of them all has died. I'm sure he didn't create every computer virus. Who knows? Yeah, so if anyone wants to hear the interview that John McAfee did before he died, you can check out Coast to Coast AM. That's one of the radio shows, and I think he did at least a full hour, maybe even more. I'll have to go back into the archive and listen to the show again. Ooh, could be 3 A's. Fucking A. There we go, 3 A's. Hey, let's boost it up. Oh, we can't. Oh yeah, it's her. She can't kill us. Ooh, fuck. Just when I spoke. Oh no. Son of a bitch. They made her super strong. Alright, hopefully we can win. This is going to be a challenge. See, the real catch is if how much she reheals herself. If she's not rehealing herself very much, then we'll be okay. Oh fuck, she's rehealing quite a bit. There we go. Now we got her stunned. That's what we're talking about. If she's stunned, we might be able to stop her from healing. If she stops healing, then we got a chance to kill her. I don't know, what does everyone think? Are we going to actually beat her before the time runs out? I shouldn't have bothered bringing a healer, because we really don't even get hit by her. I figured I'd bring a healer just in case we needed healing. Fuck man, she's at half health. We gotta start hitting her good. Come on, Suzo, hit her good. There he goes. I think as long as we can keep her stunned, we'll have a chance. Hey, Antoine joined the chat. Welcome back. Hey, congratulations, Noah. He got his thing we're not allowed to talk about today. Worked so good, you're not allowed to talk about it. Nah, I shouldn't make fun of it. For most cases, I'm sure young people are healthy enough to survive the experimental procedures. No, it's weird too. They started to recommend for kids not to take it, which I can't say what they're not supposed to take. No, then the World Health Organization is against it now. So it's making you wonder why so many kids still are. I don't know. Someone's making some money off of it, that's for sure. Now, I was thinking at one point, maybe like a couple years down the road, if it does seem like it's got some decent long-term health studies, I might take it if it's required to have my human rights back. In that case, I might. All right, we got 248 cash. If I can get my human rights back any other way, then maybe I'll just pass on it, because, man, I've got a long history with high risk of blood clots, so I don't really need anything to increase the risk of it. And I've already been very sick a few times since the whole situations began, and I don't know what I had, so I got really sick back in Canada when we weren't allowed to get tested. If anyone's wondering, that's how our government worked for a while, is when the horrible situation happened that we're not allowed to talk about, we weren't even allowed to get tested. Because that's how a socialist Medicare system works, is you have to beg for your health care, and if the people say no that are giving it to you for free, there's no alternative. It's illegal for you to get treatment anywhere else, unless you go to another country. So that's why so many people are always going to the US for proper health care from Canada. I forget what it is, like hundreds of thousands per year. So yeah, back when I was sick, I wasn't allowed to get tested to see what I had. Because back then, that was when they were trying to say it was always coming from other places, and they just weren't allowing us to test at that point. They said the only way you're allowed to test is if you came from somewhere else, because they had a narrative already pre-established that they had to say it was coming from somewhere else. Stay in this. It's interesting too, this week, Canada is up for a huge scandal investigation where we fired some of the highest up lab workers in the country for being involved in some sort of huge scandal. And the government's been trying to cover up the records of why they were fired and what scandal it was. But it was going on in some of the labs that we're not allowed to talk about. So soon we'll get the documents leaked and we'll find out how involved Canada really was. And the weirdest part, you know why it's weird that Canada's involved? It's because Canada was involved the last time this happened. Remember the other one that I don't think we're allowed to talk about either? The arms one? Similar to that? Yeah, that one apparently also leaked from the ARKits that we're not allowed to talk about. No, it's going to be neat when YouTube has different rules and we're allowed to talk about stuff again, but it's kind of weird having to use code all the time. Feels like we're like involved in some sort of weird Gestapo country where the secret police are watching over your shoulder and they can see you talking at any time. Like, have to talk in code. Right, yeah, we made it over 1600. Yes. Yeah, so if anyone's wondering if you have to drink very much of this Krupnik to catch a buzz, I drank that much. Wasn't very much. Yeah, I'm definitely catching a good buzz already. How big is this bottle? 750 milliliters. How many ounces is that? I wish I knew. Wish they would stop putting it in stupid metric. Who the fuck uses metric? Now I'm pouring this in a 1 ounce shot glass, so I'd like to know how many ounces are in it, for fuck's sakes. Ooh, an extra 80. Sweet. Alright, we really don't have much time to go because I'm going to have to go move my uncle any minute. Oh fuck, it's either A or C. A, C, A, C, A. Ah, D, son of a bitch. The one I didn't see coming. Whore. Alright, hopefully my uncle isn't too heavy tonight. I just poured a little extra shot. Alright, so today's episode, it's already at the hour mark, so we're going to have to go make the new red hero, and then we're going to have to spend some cash. Cash money. Alright, so we got 12 shirts. Maybe we'll save 12 shirts for tomorrow's episode. We got 1,800 cash. Let's get a message from the sponsor, and then spend some cash.
Today's cash spending was brought to you by Crack. Crack, it'll fuck you up. Woo! Welcome back.
Everyone. Alright, so let's spend some cash. See what we can get. We haven't tried any draws in this new cash level, so see what the rewards are like. Boom! Holy pet colors, Batman. And 100 DNA. That was sick. Alright, let's try another draw. Boom! Only 1 DNA, but 2 more pet colors. I wish it was more than 1. 1's really shitty. Because fuck, we need 50 for God's sakes. But anyways, yeah, it's still pretty good. I don't want to get so greedy. No, I didn't make the new red yet. Let's make it after this cash. Alright, so holy shit. There's 3 DNAs and 2 pet collars. That's what I like to see. So if we're lucky, we might be able to get this up to another 10 draw, but I doubt it. But tomorrow's episode will finish off what other cash we got. Because there's only like, what, 70 hours left? It's not very much. This is complete. Or no, we got this completed as far as we're going to get it. Could try a few more, but we're not getting no purples. See, they're going to try to fucking trick us into getting more purples. I'm like, fuck that. I'm not falling for that trick. I've wasted enough purple jewels for now, thank you. I'm going to stick with what I got. See, now they're giving us purples. Before, you guys were fucking sons of bitches. Wouldn't give me any purples no matter how many times I refreshed it. It's too late. Too late, fuckers. Anyways, let's see. What will the 2 purples get us? That'll put us up to 14. So we'd be 6 away from getting an extra purple. But this purple isn't really that great. 50 purple potions, that is pretty nice, so I don't know, we'll see. We got how many hours left? Just 24 hours? Yeah, it's not happening. Hey, thanks for the flowers, everyone. Alright, so next, let's do the supply depot and buy the heroes we need to complete the mission. So 5, we need 20. Wow. See if that's actually enough. Oh, he's 1 short of having the chip. That's pretty close. 1 is 1 away. Alright, let's see if we can do it. I think we have enough for what it takes to make Cleopatra. Let's check. Or we might still be 1 hero short. Ah, fuck, we're still one little dipper hero away. Son of a bitch. That's what I was thinking. We were one little hero, one little dipper away. So I have to switch it back from Elizabeth. Ah, we're only at 5. Son of a bitch. It's going to be a long time before we get that extra red. Oh well, I had a feeling it wasn't coming. Son of a bitch. I wish we had a little dipper. I would talk about my research into the Little Dipper, but it's forbidden, so I will not. I said too much already. Alright, let's do the auto battle to get the Little Dipper, and then once we get his copy, then we can get a new red. So it's going to take us a while, probably like a month for fuck's sakes. But hopefully in a month we'll have the next little red dipper and we'll be set. Yeah, it sucks. No little dipper. Oh well. You never know. We might actually unlock him before the month is up because we might just win him because he is a pretty common hero to win as well. And we got the next hero draw and it's coming up very shortly. Let's check it out. Alright, so which one have we been doing? The bounty mission? No. We've been doing the tavern task and the arena. So the next thing will be the scroll points. So dear God, coming up this week, we'll be able to do the big draws. And people have been asking what we've been saving. We saved up, what is this? 1, 2. So we get 2 heroes for this kind. 5 heroes for this kind. And then we'll also get all these. We're going to do some draws. We'll do 100 browns and we'll do 10 red scrolls. So only 10 red scrolls isn't a very good draw, but we'll probably win one of those in the process. So that's what we'll have coming up this week. And who knows, maybe we'll get a little dipper. Maybe we'll get Arena Girl. Maybe we'll get a Charlemagne. Who knows? Holy shit, What's Up has already saved up. What did he say? 14 red scrolls. I tried to do it in batches of 10, so unless I have like a full 10, I won't bother. But if we burn like 100 brown scrolls, we'll probably win some red scrolls. So who knows? Maybe we'll get to do 20 reds. That'd be a nice goal. Speaking of doing 20 reds, maybe we should help it happen. And we'll try buying some red scrolls if we see them in the store. Right, so if 3 red scrolls come up, we'll buy them. Nope, not today. Lately, I stopped buying these. And I don't buy any of the other purple stuff unless it's something that's mission related, like the fist, the tokens, or the bullets. Anything else, I don't bother. Because I can already get these for cheap other places. I don't need these. This is a waste of money. Ah, Kirstoff joined. Kirstoff Vlasky. Thanks for joining the chat. 6 hours to go. Holy shit. That's not very long. I remember one time I was on a trip really far out of town and I had to take a bus. What was it, like 12 hours to get home? When I got to the bus stop, they told me the wait for the bus was 8 hours. So I had to wait at the bus stop for 8 hours and then get on a bus and ride for 12. It was quite the adventure. You know you're in a small town when I actually got kicked out by security because I was trying to hitchhike or walk across some land to get across to my property, and it was owned by the hydro company. So the hydro company had some security that kicked me out. But the security guy asked me if I wanted a ride home. So he gave me a ride. And no, nothing gross happened. No, but when he gave me a ride, it turned out I couldn't get back home. So I ended up just walking to the bus terminal instead after he dropped me off. And then when I got to the bus terminal, that's where he lived. I seen his truck there, and he's like, "Hey man, do you want to come in and watch TV while you wait for the bus?" I was like, "No, it's a little bit weird." Go watch TV at some guy's place that I just met, and he was a security guard that kicked me out. But yeah, that's what happens in small towns, I guess. You get kicked out one minute and you get invited to watch TV at their place the next. Holy shit, Christoph says he got Oni. Holy cow, he says that he's level 87. That's good. Congratulations. Yeah, Antoine said last time he had 60. Oh, Obi. Yeah, for some reason I said Oni. I should have realized it was Obi. Dum-da-dum-dum. Alright, I'm going to drink a little bit of water so it's not just pure vodka I'm drinking. Whew. Damn, we got our ass whooped that time. That was a hardcore destruction. Let's try putting on extra health, see if that does anything. Oh yeah, take that fucker out. He sucks balls, not in a good way. Try that. What was what noise? I might have bumped a cord or something. I get carried away spinning in my chair. And there's a little bit of delay in the chat, so I'm not sure exactly when the noise occurred. Oh, Pop. Pasco's saying that he wants to get Umbuzo. Yeah, he looks like a good hero. I wouldn't mind to get him as well. If I don't have him already. I'm trying to think. I do not think I do. I should have known that I was one away hero for making Cleopatra. Why did I think I had an extra little dipper? Why? Why? I'm just too optimistic. I was like, oh, I got a little dipper that I can use. Forgot that I used them all to make them gold. Holy shit, 6 viewers and 6 likes. Thanks, everyone. No, I heard the craziest story today. One of the guys that I've worked with in the past on Ancient Mystery stuff, still work with him occasionally. He went on a month-long trip across the country making content for his YouTube channel. I was always wishing him the best. And when he got home from his trip, guess what happened? The ultimate disaster. Same thing that's happened to me when I came back from trips as well. There was a giant flood in his apartment, and he was gone for a whole month, so he didn't even know the flood happened. That's why in hindsight I was thinking if I ever leave my place for more than a few days, I'm going to get someone to go and check to make sure everything's still okay. Because you never know, right? Like if you don't get someone to check your place and you go for that long, that's when disaster can strike. But in hindsight, you never really know, because like when you leave, everything seems like it's fine. So anyways, when he was gone, there was a leak in his toilet, and it flooded everything. So he had like everything flooded in his apartment for a full month while he was gone. So everything just went moldy. And I think the water leaked non-stop for a month. So I can imagine the water bill is probably like in the tens of thousands. That will not be good. Yeah, it's one thing I worry about. Like, if I ever get my house up north fixed up and I add water, like plumbing to it, I'm actually going to shut it off at the main line before I leave. So that way, if there's any plumbing leak in my house, it won't occur until I come back and turn the line on. I know it seems a little bit excessive, but dear God, if you're going for a long time, you definitely don't want that to happen. Some sort of plumbing leak to spring a leak and then bleed water for like a whole month while you're gone. Then you come back and everything's flooded and you have a huge water bill. Yeah, it's a poor guy. He's trying to raise some money. He's going to have a GoFundMe going soon, so maybe I'll post a link to that once I get it. Now I try to think about my place up north too and how it sucks that my house is condemned. So like my whole house is destroyed and I have no way to go there and live until I can demolish the whole house and then rebuild it. So the odds of that ever happening is probably pretty slim to none. But I'm going to try to get out of the gutter too. That's the one thing with the American dream. It's still alive and well. You never know. Someday we might get our act back together. I'll have a whole house one day. But in the meantime, I'm just going to try to get my medical test and try to survive the next few years. That's goal number one. Having a house isn't pretty secondary. If you don't have to live, then you don't really need a house. Shouldn't laugh, but it's one thing I shouldn't bash about Canadian healthcare. As much as I have to wait in line, and I could die waiting in the line, if there is some sort of surgery I need, at least I shouldn't have to pay for it. Or at least just parts of it, like all the medication and the hospital bills for the room and parking. That's one nice thing. I only live a couple blocks from the hospital, so if I do have to go, I can just walk there. It's like a 5-minute walk. You don't really have to park far when you live 5 minutes from the hospital. Alright, we're definitely getting our asses whooped there. And fuck, man. I don't know what else we can do. We tried both missions. Oh yeah, that's what we can do. Almost forgot. There's still quite a few battles. The battles are not complete yet. We got the expedition. It's weird that they think he's our best hero. Let's put him in. Ah, Antoine just started an account in 217. Well, good luck. The only thing I was thinking, it's almost better off just to keep playing your own account, and then hopefully they'll merge accounts eventually. Because that's the weird thing with Clone Evolution, is once everyone's accounts get to a similar level, they start to merge them all. Because you know what happens, like once you get to like level 200 or 250 or whatever, most of the people in your server have already quit the game by then. So then they have to merge you with other servers. Because for how long it takes to catch up, right? Like I'm at level 200. It took me like a year to make it there, right? So if by the time a year passes, can you really catch up? Or will someone already just be further ahead? But if you want, you can try. Now I was thinking what they should do is you can do a request. So if you join a new server, you can request to get bumped to the average level of that server. But have some sort of item. So you have to save up like a whole bunch of purple jewels before you can buy that item. And then allows you to change over servers and stay at the average level. So I don't know if there's some possible way to do that, because that would really make it cool so people could actually change servers. Holy shit. Antoine's in the top 3 in the 301 server. Holy shit. Wow, that's pretty fucking epic. So you must have known Suki then, because she must have been in the top 3 too. Her team was at level 400. I was thinking 400, for God's sakes. She must have played it for years. Like, man, if it took me a year to make it to 200, how long does it take to get to 400? Probably 2 years. Or maybe even 3. Oh, Antoine said his server is very old. Who knows? Maybe you can put in a request. If you put a request in, they might consider it. That's one thing I like about this game. They have a request form. So if you have some sort of weird request, they might actually refill it. Oh, Antoine says he does know Suki's server and it's one of the oldest. That's what I figured. Yeah, because how else could you make it to level 400? That would take forever. No, we were lucky to get her help while she was still in the game. I bet you once the game makes some good changes that she actually likes, she'll probably come back. And she does say hi every now and then, so no one needs to be that upset. It's not like she's gone forever. Not like the women in my life. No, just kidding. Alright, so if Antoine's in that top 3, he must know. How many times has he played chess? Is chess only like once a year? Or does it come back like twice a year? Because dear God, I swear I've only played like chess twice since I played. And I've been playing for like a year and a half. So dear God, how many times is it? Once a year? It'd be nice if most events were like 3 times a year, so you didn't have to wait so long. Once a year is just too long. Fuck. Or could just be this server. Maybe this server is fucked and it just doesn't give you chess for some reason. Yeah, Antoine thinks chess is coming back. I hope so. Yeah, we died there, but I don't really care. I just want to refresh this. Starting to get annoyed. I want something we can actually win at. Which is weird. I thought we would have beat that team. You know, I was thinking that there's some big conventions that I'd like to do again in the future. And if they make it a requirement to get the needle in order to go to those, then I might actually. But we'll see. The one that's happening this year, I still think is too soon, needle or not. So I'm going to probably wait till next year. Then we'll see what's happening. 1 more year isn't that long to wait. So holy shit, that's what they think my best team lineup is. Isn't that weird? Like, I don't even like that team. Well, yeah, I should have turned it to fire. They don't need extra health. Alright, I think I'll change it to fire for the next few levels. Then once they do some damage, then we'll switch. Alright, so it's already after 10, so I really gotta go move my uncle. We did the message from the sponsor. Let's go check the Patreons. Alright, thanks Patreon, Suki that we were just talking about, Dan, Jim, Ray, Travis, and everyone else at Patreon. Really appreciate it, everyone. Take care. Thanks for helping. Let's go to the affiliate links and we'll come back and finish this. Alright, affiliate links is Patreon, Society 6, finishing quick is my specialty. Comes on t-shirts, bed sheets, both popular with the ladies. Hideout TV pays you to watch videos, Swagbucks to shop, GameKit to try games, and free Bitcoin as a crypto wallet system. And there's also one for BetFury. And if you like crypto and you need a wallet that's free, I recommend both. But BetFury is the only one that allows you to use tons of different cryptocurrencies, and it also allows you to gamble. So just make sure you follow the laws for all these offers, including for Virtual Mate. And if you want $10 off on 150 more at Virtual Mate, just use the coupon code below. It's the sex machine for adults only, but if ladies need a sex machine, they know who to call. Just kidding. No, I'm not kidding, but no. Canada has got lockdowns, but they're temporarily over, and they're probably not going to be over for long. So you know what that means. Means I'll be alone. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'll probably try to get out more. I'm actually getting out more and more these days, going out biking. Not going to nightclubs or anything anytime soon, but maybe a few patios soon. We'll try, see what we can do. Alright, what else do we got? Let's go back to the game. Alright, another victory. Yeah, our health isn't too bad, but I'm definitely going to bring in a healer. We don't need him there anymore. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I figure. The one thing about Canada, at least the Virtual Mate is legal. I can't believe they made dating other people illegal for over a year. Because you weren't allowed to see them. Like, go over to their houses or speak to them outside. Not closer than 6 feet. So they actually made dating other people illegal for over a year. I think it was like a year and a half. It's like, can you imagine living in a country like that where they're like, oh yeah, dating other people, that's illegal. It's like, what the fuck? Why? Because 30 people died from a fucking virus in a country of almost 40 million people. 30. Well, they were saying that there was more than that, but ones that had other conditions. So I was like, dear God, 30 people in a fucking country of 40 million. And they made dating other people illegal for almost a year and a half. Dating. You can't speak to other humans. It's like, what the fuck? And you're risking jail time. I'm like, I don't even think like other communist regimes had anything close to that kind of rules. Socialist regimes, communist regimes, you were allowed to date other people, I think, right? They wouldn't put you in prison just for dating other humans. Speaking to people, oh, that's prison. No, I try not to bitch about it, like complain. I think it's making us stronger. That's what Mike Tyson used to talk about, or still does. He grew up in a ghetto, and the ghetto didn't make him weaker, that's for sure. He said growing up in a ghetto was not only making him stronger, but all the extra boxers that had made it to like the heavyweight champions or other weight classes as well were all from the same neighborhood. So it was like the roughest neighborhood in the world was producing the strongest athletes. It's kind of weird, right? But it kind of makes sense. If you go through hell in life, it ends up making you stronger, as long as you survive. If you die from it, well, then obviously not. Yeah, I was actually just listening to that interview again today, and I was like, holy shit, that was a pretty intense interview. I hope I get some episodes like that. If I even had an episode half that good, I'd be happy. Get people to share what it's like actually growing up in rough neighborhoods. What kind of podcast has discussions like that these days? No, most times on podcasts you always hear fairy tales where everyone's like rich and famous and living the dream. You don't really hear the stories about people actually going through ultimate hell. Ooh, too bad. At least my team's still winning, but we almost scored another run. Now that's what I figure, like, you know how everyone's kind of freaking out about the whole health situations around the world we're not allowed to talk about? If I had to guess, the reason that they're going to these extremes is not that they're creating another one, but they know that there's a chance of one that's going to be even more severe, that we actually will have to stand 6 feet apart or it will be deadly. So it's kind of like a preparation, getting ready for that one. So when that one comes, that's when I will be a little bit more concerned. That's probably when I'll be like, okay, maybe now I will take my chance with whatever experimental procedures they got. No, because there's people that go to Africa and there's an option if you want to take a malaria drug or not before you catch malaria to try to prevent it from the symptoms being as bad. Forget what it's called. I think it's the same one we're not allowed to talk about. But some people go to Africa and they're like, fuck it, I'm just going to try not getting malaria and then not bother taking the drug to combat it because it fucks with your liver a lot. Like your liver can only process so much shit before it's like, hey, stop putting shit in me. So some people are like, oh, I'll just take my chances with malaria. But the thing with malaria, it's really brutal. If you catch it, you're like throwing up blood, bloody diarrhea. It's not the kind of virus you want to get. Like a lot of people die from it. So I don't know, it's like, it's weird, right? Like, you got to make that choice about which is worse, the side effects on your liver from taking it and then just trying to avoid catching it, or which is worse. And then you really got to look at how much damage is your liver taken already. If your liver is already fucked, then you might not want to be pumping it full of other shit. Not to offer medical advice, but just guessing. Now, I'm pretty sure at least the last round of medications that the government's made mandatory at least don't damage your liver. I haven't heard of any liver studies on it yet, so far so good. We should be okay liver-wise. I was even hearing some podcasts where they were talking about eating liverwurst. I was like, liverwurst, yeah, that's what I need to buy. I'm going to ask my roommate to pick up some liverwurst. Because I'm at the age where my organs are so depleted and shit that I really need to eat liver. If I don't, I can't maintain the alpha status. No, I was joking that alpha wolves like to eat liver. I don't think I'll ever reach alpha status in humanity. Alpha wolf. I don't think I can eat liverwurst unless I find a way to prepare it. I don't know. I gotta try to find some secret recipe. If anyone knows how to make liverwurst and make it taste like anything else but liverwurst, that'd be great. Thinking maybe soaking it in butter or cheese. I don't know what could possibly work. Liver is the worst. And I'm surprised they actually called it liverwurst. Describes it perfectly. Cures your body, some people think. But tastes like absolute trash. The worst thing you could ever eat. Alright, so yeah, it ended and I gotta go move my uncle, so let's go to the fire screen. If you happen to get any liverwurst in your vaporizer and it tastes the worst, then give the show a dislike. But if it doesn't happen, you can give the show a like. Really appreciate it. And just make sure you never buy the products from my sponsor.
Because it will ruin your life. Bye for now, everyone. And don't worry, I didn't forget to give the shout out to the guests. Let's do that now.
Right, the guest shout out will be Kaminsky. Kaminsky made it in first. Congratulations. Tony Bologna. Pasco Basilio Augusto. Noah Gaming. Antoine Milet. I don't know if I got it right. Hopefully. What's up, Q? Christophe Velasquez. What's up, Q? Christophe, Antoine, Christophe, Anscon, Pascal, Kaminsky. Is it just me, or do we got people from every region? That's really awesome. That's the one thing I love about living in North America, or Canada specifically, is we often hear about the ancient prophecy of people from all over the world coming together again under the sacred tree. It's like every time I see people from other cultures working together, I'm like, yes, the future, it's here. Alright, so yeah, good luck everyone. Hopefully all these turmoil and turmoils and everything we face around the world is just one step closer to everyone getting back under the sacred tree. That's what I always hope. So yeah, good luck everyone, and yeah, maybe the next event's coming up and we'll draw the heroes we need. And good luck everyone getting the shirts they need. Maybe winning a pet house. Hopefully everyone gets their pet house. I know we got one pet house, so it is popular or possible. So good luck everyone, get the pet house, and yeah, soon we'll save up the heroes we need to get a new Little Dipper, and then we'll get the red. Sorry we failed at the red. But bye for now everyone. Bye for now, and shout out to the viewers. Yeah, I gotta start getting out more. The virtual mate's gonna need a replacement soon. Alright, see you everyone. Later. I already did get an upgrade.